So after having played ESBC game and being given like 20 hours of time to actually like break the game down and learn as much about it as we could, I still, and I mean, at this time, man, still being like in awe of just the foundational groundwork of the gameplay and the functionality of the game in the whole. Like, I'm just amazed at it. But at the same time, like, I still want to know about career mode. Now, obviously, there was still some things, man, that we walked away from the gameplay, or at least me, when we walked away from the gameplay, that we still didn't see that I would have liked to see. The AI, would really like to know how the AI operates. I didn't get to see any female, like, fighters or models, any of that sort, or ring walks, man. I didn't really get a chance to see ring walks. But when it comes to career mode, man, there's like this giant question mark. We haven't had a conversation about career mode in quite a long time, man, and I honestly believe that I think it's about time that we resuscitate that conversation. Now, I'll tell you that up to this point, the information that we've gotten on career mode has been promising, but at the same time, it's really just been enough information to make you salivate, but not really enough, man, to really kind of feed the hunger. And it's worse when you look up in the top left corner. When you go back and look at the older videos and you look in the top left corner, you see that big alpha footage work in progress. It kind of has you sitting there wondering, like, man, how far away is this thing, and how long is it going to be before I actually get to dive in and get my hands on it? That is why, honestly, I think another creator event, regardless of who goes, just to look at the modes might not would be a bad idea. That would be a great way of actually advertising some of these modes and having people come back and talk about just how deep, or a lack thereof, that it may be. Now, the latter to that statement, I don't think is really going to be the case, man. Even when you look at the career stats page alone, it's like the thought process of building your perfect fighter for your career or what have you, man, is going to be equivalent to going in and building your perfect character in Elden Ring. Like, there's so much there, and there's so much to be desired, and there's so much that you really want to kind of like dig into and figure out. Is there going to be a specific type of setup for a fighter that literally makes them the perfect fighter? There's so much there, man, that we still really don't know, that I think that we need to get into these little areas a whole lot more. Career mode still has so many lingering questions, man. I mean, what is my gym going to look like when it's full of people and there are people in there hitting the bag, people possibly in the gym sparring and lifting weights? For my folks out there, who just want to be a promoter, what is it going to be like to put your promoter together and negotiate all of these fights and things like that? I mean, you even see where it has down at the bottom, 75% chance of negotiation. How low are you going to be able to get that number? Am I going to have the ability to dupe somebody and really put this whole fight in my favor? Or could I make the mistake and think that I'm swindling someone when in actuality, I'm getting duped myself? I mean, at this point, SCI has all but promised us the ability to make virtual representation of ourselves in the game or our favorite fighter, man, but also the flexibility of an RPG, man, to really go in there and kind of dictate things, almost anything, the way that we want to. And I just need them to kind of like deliver on that at this point. I mean, there's literally, you could create, from what we've been told, pretty much anything in there. I mean, coaches and look, just that alone, as a coach, you already know that I am trying to make the best, greatest coach possible. You know what I'm saying? To see how much an effect that coach is going to have on the fighter that I'm also going to create. And the cut man, which I'm also going to create. And the list goes on and on and on, man. So you guys let me know down in the comment section, how ready are y'all to hear about this career mode, man? And what part of career mode in particular are you really interested in? Like I tell y'all every other time, man, thank you for coming back to the Coach's Corner, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.